Imagine if every AI model in the world could plug into one open network, compete to be useful, and get paid directly in crypto for the value it provides. That is the big idea behind Bittensor and its native token, TAO. In this video, we will break down what Bittensor is, how the TAO tokenomics work, and what kind of potential this AI crypto hybrid really has. So first, what is Bittensor? Bittensor is a decentralized, blockchain-based machine learning network. Instead of one company training and owning an AI model, Bittensor lets many independent developers plug in their own models to a shared network. You can think of it as a marketplace for intelligence. On one side, you have AI providers, people or teams running models that answer questions, generate text, analyze data, and more. On the other side, you have users and applications that query the network and pay for useful answers. The protocol sits in the middle, routing questions to models, scoring how useful their responses are, and rewarding them in TAO. The core concept is that models are rewarded according to their informational value. If your model consistently gives better, more useful answers than others, the network routes more traffic to you and you earn more TAO. Under the hood, Bittensor is its own Layer 1 blockchain, with its own consensus, its own validators, and an architecture built around subnets. Each subnet can specialize in a different type of intelligence. For example, one subnet might focus on natural language, another on code, another on recommendation systems, and so on. This modular design lets the ecosystem grow horizontally. As new AI domains emerge, the community can launch new subnets without changing the entire base layer. Now let's talk about TAO, the token that powers all of this. Bittensor's documentation describes TAO as having a capped supply similar to Bitcoin. The idea is to keep total supply fixed and let new TAO be emitted over time to reward contributors, then taper that issuance as the network matures. At a high level, the tokenomics revolve around three roles. Miners, or AI providers, these are the people running machine learning models. They compete on-chain to provide good answers to queries. The protocol scores their outputs and distributes new TAO to the highest value models. In other words, mining is not about hashing, it is about useful intelligence. Validators, or delegators, TAO stakers, validators stake TAO and participate in securing the network and in deciding which models get queried and rewarded. If you delegate or stake TAO with competent validators who route queries well and reliably score high-quality models, you share in the rewards. This aligns token holders with the quality of the AI network, not just with speculation. Users or consumers of AI, anyone who wants to tap into Bittensor's intelligence marketplace, pays in TAO. You spend TAO to send queries and read outputs from the best performing subnets and models. Over time, if demand for AI grows and more people want to access the network's intelligence, that creates natural demand for TAO as a utility asset. From a tokenomics perspective, a few key points stand out. Capped total supply. With a Bitcoin-like cap, TAO does not inflate forever. New issuance goes mostly to miners and stakers, but that emissions rate gradually declines. That means early contributors earn a higher share of new TAO, while long-term holders care more about usage and fees. Emission tied to usefulness. Unlike pure proof of work, Bittensor's emission is tied to how useful your model is. That means the network continuously pushes capital toward the most informative AI, not just the biggest GPU farm. No visible large unlock schedule in common trackers. On major data sources, you don't see a big calendar of token unlocks listed for TAO. Instead, distribution is dominated by ongoing emissions to miners and stakers. That reduces classic VC unlock dump, but it doesn't remove price volatility. It just shifts the selling pressure more towards miners and early holders. Network fees and access priced in TAO. Accessing the network's intelligence is denominated in TAO. If the protocol becomes a meaningful AI infrastructure layer, demand for access could translate into sustained transactional demand for the token. Put simply, the tokenomics are designed so that TAO is paid out to the best AI providers, TAO is staked by those who curate and secure the network, TAO is spent by those who want to use the intelligence the network creates. So, what does all this add up to in terms of potential? There are three big opportunity angles and three big risk angles you should understand. First, the opportunities. Riding the AI megatrend. We're in a multi-year cycle where demand for AI, especially open and customizable AI, is exploding. Bittensor positions itself as a neutral, permissionless marketplace where anyone can plug in a model or tap into many models at once. If decentralized AI markets become real thing, Bittensor is one of the earliest and best-known attempts. Network effects around intelligence, not just about price. The more high-quality models plug into Bittensor, the more valuable the network becomes to users. And the more users query the network, the more valuable it is to model providers. That positive feedback loop can create strong network effects that are hard to replicate if the protocol keeps incentivizing quality correctly. Aligning capital with useful AI. Traditional AI is often siloed inside companies, funded by equity and closed-door deals. In Bittensor's design, capital, via TAO, flows directly to the most useful models in an open competition. If that works at scale, TAO could behave more like equity in the collective AI network than just a speculative meme, because token value is closely tied to the network's usage and the quality of its intelligence. Now the risks. Brutal competition in AI and AI crypto. Bittensor is up against giant centralized players like OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, and many others, plus other AI-focused blockchains and data networks. If developers and users don't feel they gain a clear advantage from Bittensor's open market, it can struggle to attract sustained adoption despite strong token performance. Technical and incentive complexity. Scoring the informational value of models in a fair way across many subnets is not trivial. If incentives are misaligned, participants can game the system or rewards can concentrate in ways that reduce true diversity of models. The network needs to keep evolving to stay robust against Sybil attacks, collusion, and low-quality spam. Market and governance risk. TAO is still a volatile crypto asset. Price can swing far more than traditional tech stocks, and governance decisions by token holders can materially change emissions, subnet rules, or network focus over time. If governance is captured by a small group, the decentralized AI market narrative weakens. To wrap up, Bittensor is trying something ambitious, turning AI from a closed corporate asset into an open on-chain marketplace where intelligence competes and gets paid in TAO. If it can keep attracting high-quality models and real users, TAO could become one of the key assets at the intersection of AI and crypto. As always, before you get involved, dig into the docs, look at actual subnet usage, and decide whether this kind of AI crypto infrastructure fits your own thesis and risk tolerance.